Oi! So last week a dog and a cat made a commercial about how I'm against food charity and you shouldn't vote for me to be president of these United States. Well, let me tell you what they left out. I'm only against the food charities because the owner of the salt mine wouldn't endorse me otherwise. And I wouldn't have needed his endorsement or his money if more of you bastards had been making donations and supporting me campaign. So let me tell you why to vote for me. I've got experience for a start. I'm the vice president of these United States right now. I've got the experience, and it's fresh in me mind, and by the time I'm inaugurated, I'll still be able to recall a bit of it if all goes well. Another thing, everybody's talking about the gays and the trans and protecting their rights. Well, here's a news flash for you. I'm the only bloody LGBTQRXTUV running for president. I've been shagging me chief of staff, who is a bloke, and also a dog, for years. So beat that! Finally, the only reason I ever got to be vice president in the first place is because I resorted to dirty tricks. I've exploited the system to my own personal benefit, which makes me the perfect person to be in charge of the system and also fix it, I suppose, if that's what it needs. So to sum up, don't listen to what that dog and that cat said last week. Listen to what I'm telling you right now, which is, you'll all vote for me if you know what's good for you. God bless America. I'm Jack McPherson, and I approve this message.
And I am Millicent Jacqueline London, and I had nothing to do with this. Well, that escalated quickly.
Something tells me it won't hurt his poll numbers, though. With the Trump campaign going down, finally, thank God, voters will need another dangerously unfit candidate to get behind.
They could all gravitate to Gary Johnson.
Not boorish enough. Now, if Gary Johnson started sexually harassing women and starting Twitter wars with his critics, he might have something.
I'm surprised Johnson hasn't done that. The scandal would only help him at this point. At least people would be paying attention.
And what shocking revelation could possibly hurt him with his supporters?
Maybe if it turns out he doesn't actually smoke pot.
Yeah, that would do it. I am not looking forward to going home.
Because of Jack?
Yes. There's been a lot of tension.
Sexual tension? I've noticed.
But seriously, Jack doesn't even want to be in the same house as me. If he sees that I'm home, he'll go to Pete's and drink until they kick him out. That's not good for him. Though it's not so different from his normal routine, actually.
You could live here.
What?
If living with Jack is too complicated, you could live here. In Norfolk. In this house. With me.
You want me to move here? To live with you?
Well, I haven't bought monogrammed towels yet or anything, but the option is available.
Is there room enough here for the two of us?
My place is as big as Steve's place, and there are, what, 20 of you living there?
It's been a while since I took a head count.
Besides, I have an empty apple box just sitting around in the garage that would make a perfect bed for you.
You go straight for the hard sell, don't you?
Before we get started with this mock debate, does anyone have any advice for Jack?
Yes. Avoid the mistakes of Donald Trump in the last debate. Don't interrupt when someone else is talking.
Don't whine to the moderator like a first grader who forgot his homework.
Don't pace around like a sullen teenage human when it's not your turn.
Don't threaten to jail your opponents if you win the election.
Don't say you didn't brag about sexually assaulting people if there's a widely circulated recording of you doing it.
All right. Don't shit-talk your own running mate.
Don't complain that nobody asked about Clinton's emails a few minutes after somebody asks about Clinton's email.
I've got it. Don't use your chair as a masturbation aid. Let's just get on with it, for fuck's sake.
All right, we are ready to begin. Jack McPherson will be portraying himself, of course.
Pleasure to be here. I'm hoping to do well in this third and final presidential debate, especially since I overslept and missed the last one.
The part of Donald Trump will be played by Steve here.
I feel like I'm wearing too nice of a hat to be totally convincing as Trump, but I'll do my best.
And we've got Millicent playing the part of Hillary Clinton.
It won't be a stretch.
First question goes to Jack McPherson. You were recently criticized for your pledge to end a federal program that provides funding to food charities. Given that you have taken this position, what do you think should be the role of the federal government in helping those who suffer from hunger due to poverty?
Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Look, if people are hungry, we ought to give them some food, hadn't we? Doesn't take a bloody brain surgeon to figure that out.
So, if that's how you feel, why have you promised to cut that food program?
Because me number one donor asked me to, didn't he? Mr. Abimelech, owner of the salt mine, came to me with a simple deal. Promised to kill that program, and he'll use his vast fortune and far-reaching political influence to make me the president of these United States. So I took the offer. And all you people whining and complaining should remember this. Mr. Abimelech's quite a powerful man, like I said. Just imagine what I can accomplish as president with him in my pocket.
But wouldn't you be in his pocket?
What difference does it make who's in whose bloody pocket? I answered the question. Move along.
All right. Secretary Clinton, same question. What should the federal government do about hunger among our most impoverished citizens?
If these lowly humans are too poor to feed themselves, then we should give them food. It will keep them from clogging up the hospitals and buy their obedience.
That's a good Hillary Clinton.
Aye.
I told you.
Mr. Trump, same question.
We have hungry people in this country. We do. They need the food. They can't get the food. It's a disgrace. How about, instead of spending more of your tax dollars on trying to get them the food, we make them into food by rounding up all the poor people and using them to make a wonderful product, a nutritious product called Soylent Green. We create jobs, we invest in the economy, we feed the hungry people all at once. It's a fabulous idea.
Okay, next question is for...
Can I ask a question of my opponents?
That's not a part of the format.
But why can't I just say and do whatever I want whenever I want?
Sure. Go ahead.
Thank you. Did either of you see the season premiere of Supergirl?
No.
No.
Did you?
Nope, I missed that one. Was it any good?
Oh my god, it was so great. Superman was in it, and he smiled and everything, and he didn't kill a single person.
You gotta be kidding me, baby. Would you like to repeat that shit?
It's very simple. Your services are no longer required. The offer is rescinded.
Well, come on, baby. I know we was fighting a little last week, but I thought we reached an understanding. I get you some dirt on Jack, and you give my ass some money.
Such a transaction is no longer required. The Trump campaign is being poisoned from within by its own candidate. Clinton's victory is virtually assured, whether Jack McPherson remains in the race or not.
You can't be too careful, baby. And I got some real good shit on Jack to sell you. Like, did you know that he has a severe drinking problem? What kind of a role model is that for Irish Americans, baby?
Don't care.
Or did you know that his favorite president other than Obama is Kevin Spacey? I got video of him saying that shit.
Boring.
He don't even call him Frank Underwood. He says Kevin Spacey.
How did he like John Travolta in Primary Colors?
I don't think he saw that one, baby.
Well, he should. Travolta nailed it. I'm still not giving you any money, by the way.
Okay, what about some dirt on me? I'm his husband and chief of staff. I've killed or fucked up I don't even know how many people, baby. Most for not even very good reasons. Don't that count for nothing?
No.
So you mean because Donald Trump couldn't keep his shit together for a few more weeks, I ain't gonna get no money out of you at all?
That's what I'm saying.
You know this ain't over, don't you, baby?
Farewell, Toby Benson.
Oh, I will, baby. I will fare very well. But let's see how you're doing in a few more weeks.
All right now, you're twisting my words a little bit there. I did say that Jack McPherson would end volunteer fire departments, but you left out the bit where I said it would allow those firefighters to then go out and get real jobs, so let's not lose the context there. Also, I think it's very important to note that when Jack is in the White House, he'll be so busy being the president of these United States that he'll have almost no time to start any fires himself, which will dramatically decrease the need for fire departments in the first place.
Hans has really settled into his role as Craig Hansen lately.
A little too much, if you ask me. The last few conversations I've had with him, he didn't break character once. It was a little unsettling, actually.
So he's an actor committed to his craft. What's so unsettling about that?
And what about the rumors that there is no such person as Craig Hansen, and you are actually a German actor named Hans Krieger?
Esta liquid comandector, le sumilis esorite, non come dite senseo en mane, se non manducavarimos deficiemos mox valte strenuce et summam capitissa.
No, not yet. I mean, oh, yeah, this is false. I am not Hans. Hans, whatever the heck his name is. I'm definitely just good old Craig Hansen.
Hey, I bet that'll come up again. See the season premiere of Supergirl?
As a matter of fact, I did. Wilhelmina and I watched it Monday night.
Like the original broadcast? On TV? How old-fashioned.
It was like traveling back in time to 2005.
So what did you think of the show?
It was fun. It was nice to see a live-action Superman who isn't a brooding accessory to mass murder.
Yeah, and those bits where Supergirl and Superman would thwart the villains when they would try to knock down buildings and hurt people. What was that?
Oh, you mean when they used their superpowers to safeguard innocent lives and prevent catastrophes from happening?
Who came up with that idea?
I thought of you while I was watching it.
You did?
Yes. I even said to Wilhelmina, I'm happy for Steve that at least on TV he gets to watch his favorite superheroes actually act like heroes. And I also thought Zack Snyder would hate this.
Oh man, I bet Zack Snyder couldn't stand it. No carnage, no leering shots of the female characters, no tedious, pretentious monologues about gods or the brokenness of the world. I picture him sitting on his couch, watching it, angry, frustrated, naked from the waist down, his flaccid penis cupped forlornly in his hand. Well, I mean, I don't literally picture it.
It's okay.
Maybe a little.
I'm supposed to tell you that if you thought this video was alright, you're supposed to like, share and subscribe. And also, please consider helping us to make more videos like this one by supporting the channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron. Thanks for watching.